what's up guys, Ranger Liz here, and let's talk a little bit, very short, first impressions of Lupin Ranger versus Patch Ranger. I got to watch it very briefly on Saturday as it was live. I found a link, I had it up on my phone. I don't know Japanese at all, so it was like chasing down the kid, making dinner, and trying to watch the premiere of Super Sentai. I love watching it live for the first episode because there is something about watching it and going, this is cool. This is the first time. Yeah, I know we got previews and we dissected everything we possibly could find before. But seeing that first transformation, the first tension with everyone else. Clearly there are people in Japan watching it. There's people over in the UK at a weird time zone watching it. There's people in the US, and we're all watching this show together live. It's like the birth of a new series. It is the birth of a new series, but it's a really cool feeling. There's so much hope. There's so much hype. Hope springs eternal in Sentai, and one reason I really love Sentai and Rider is that if you don't like the current year, wait a year and you might be really happy. You can still be a fan of the show and not like the current iteration, which is something as a Power Ranger fan you kind of know a little bit about. It was a blast though. So I'm watching it halfway in the kitchen. My husband's half watching it, and he watches the Lupin Ranger, the morph, the choreography, the fight scene. Oh my goodness, the camera work was so cool. And he was already like, alright, you know what? I will watch this with you. Thank you so much to Overtime. The very next day, we had it subbed, and also thanks to Plex and whatever, I watched it from my couch, which is really convenient. We watched it subbed, and guys, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. It was just fun. It just made me smile. That is probably the biggest thing of it, was just me going, I loved the introduction of the characters. I think for having so many suited characters and trying to introduce 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people / robots in the first episode is tough. Trying to give them at least a little bit of personality, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. They built up that hype. You know, in the last episode, or in the last scene, you have Lupin Ranger, you have Patch Ranger just morphed, and they gave you a little teaser on it. And I'm not going to go in complete order of this episode, by the way. I don't really do that so much with reviews if you're new to this, but the simple fact that they left you going, I have to watch episode 2, because Lupin Ranger got such an amazing showcase of their transformation. I've watched it a few times with the cape, and the fact that it goes like wha-cha, and then goes around them, and then the cape, and then let me just get this out of my system. It was like blam with the wha-cha, and then the fling, and then the hat, and there's just and then wha-cha. And that's been Lupin Ranger transformation review with Liz. I'll give you this. I like the Lupin Ranger suits, and in fact, my husband, as he's watching them, he is already totally like, oh yeah, Lupin Red. He's gonna be my guy. He's already completely picked him out. Like he's also, I mean, he's watched Gokaiger, so he loved Captain Marvelous, and he's watched all that all the way through. He's watched about half of Gaim. He's watched a bit, most of Kyroger. He enjoyed it. He really loved Gokaiger, and so this is going to be interesting. And I'm going to keep including his thoughts a bit in these, so you can hear what maybe someone who's never watched. This is his first ever Sentai live as it goes, so he's going to catch all of the wah and the. I mean, he's going to be ridiculously spoiled because he knows everything that's happening. I talk about all the previous forms, so he already knows about the 7th Ranger, whatever, but no mecha fight yet. I'm gonna be fine if we don't have a mecha fight until episode 3. Maybe even episode 4. There's so much that they could be building in this, guys. and it's so many unanswered questions because it's only been episode 1. They're setting up all of these, wondering, you know, who is the butler? Why does he not want them to ask a lot of questions? How did all of this happen? How did they get their powers? Is the butler also working with Pat Ranger because they have the same gun? Is Hilltop working with Lupin Ranger? Is there a mysterious, because you know this would never happen in a Toku show. There could be a mysterious greater ultimate power we don't even find out about for like 7 or 8 months. It could happen, because it does a lot of times. But, and on a random note of, if you like the toys but you haven't gotten them yet, they are starting to ship out. People are starting to do reviews, so take a look on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have any toys, so I'm not going to be doing a review. But if you want to see more of the toys, and if you want even more of spoilers or what's going to be happening later on in the series, check out the links below, because at Matt Hunt, thank you so much. He gathers like all of it, and then I just get it from him. But there are so many sounds that are in that Henshin device that are not in the show yet, that are probably going to be for quarter 3 or more. But Lordy B, I am not talking about those. Not for well, I don't want to spoil you guys too much. I mean, I'm talking about quarters, but quarter 2. I don't know. What did you think of Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger? Do you think, I think Lupin Ranger got more focus, but I think that's okay because Pat Ranger is going to get, at least in my head, I hope, they're going to get more focus on the next episode, and I hope it really balances out. But I think the way they cut the episode, you wonder, are they going to do like part A, part B, or how are they going to do it? They really did intermix the stories so well, and I'm very happy with that. If the fight choreography with the cards everywhere, the fight choreography was really cool. I hope they keep that up. I mean, I know before, like with Zyuranger, they used Zyuohger. Sorry, not Zyuranger. That would have been a little farther back. In Zyuohger, I remember some of the first few episodes with with Red's evil form. They had a lot more, looked like more drone footage, and they did it a bit too with Pink in Kyuranger, because I know I would try to mess up the first name before Pink. They did that a bit too, but they didn't do it enough, in my opinion. But the fight scenes, I have nothing bad to say about the fight scenes, really, except more Mansion ones, which Mansion brings me to talk about the baddies a little bit. Those, oh, guys, how long has it been since we've just seen that many, and they're in this, it's a cool setting. It looks like, and because it's a mansion, yes, maybe they'll always be around the dinner table, but there's probably gonna be like a throne room, and there's gonna be other spaces, and they already set up perfectly. First episode, they're like, oh, he's gonna try to take over the earth, and this is why, and here's a few things, and this is why this is all happening, and you go, yeah, it's his 999th birthday. If any of this is incorrect, I'm sorry. I've only got to watch it subbed once. It's Monday. I don't know what day I'm gonna post this, but it's Monday. I can't wait to watch it again to learn more about him. It's his 999th birthday, and basically he's gonna retire, and he's just needing to find a successor. I think that's a pretty good reason. 999 years, you're old, dude. Take a break, learn to golf or something. Although with his like chains, the foot soldiers though, which off the top of my head I can't think of the name for, because Gangler is the main evil organization. But they creep me out. There are certain foot soldiers that sometimes just give you the those guys kind of do. Wasn't fun. But you know what? I've talked enough about the aspects of all of it. I have so many questions in my head, and yet so much excitement. It was everything I wanted a first episode to be, and more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, let me know in the comments, did you like it? Did you not like it? Have the suits grown on you more seeing them in real life, seeing the suits, the Lupin suits in action on film. They look so much better with the night scenes. They're gorgeous. It just made me happy. That's all there is to it. It just made me happy. I don't know if I'm going to continue talking about Lupin Ranger vs. Patrol Ranger episode by episode. To start off a series as well as it did, I just wanted to get my thoughts out. And I don't know, brag. I don't say brag, but brag like, yeah, I think Sentai's going to be good this year. But it's the hope that kills you, my friends. It's the hope that kills you. Alright, I will see you guys at the next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.